Hello everyone, welcome back to MechWarrior 5 Mercs. Last time out, we helped out a bunch of farmers who were being plagued with bandits in their region of space, but perhaps more importantly, we picked up our first sort of semi-hero mech here, the Wolverine 2. It's a mech, it may only be 55 tons, but will be better than pretty much everything else we have access to for a long time yet, on account of the fact it's equipped with Lost Tech. It's got an ultra autocannon in its right arm there. The SRM launcher in its shoulder has an Artemis system to make it more accurate, and that laser below the head is a pulse laser variety. So it's a great piece of equipment to have in our arsenal. We've also picked up, about 9 mechs total, or at least 8 if I'm not mistaken. We will soon have 9 though, because we are about to have our third pilot join our ranks. Before we look at that though, let's speak to Rihanna first and see what she's been able to uncover regarding Black Inferno.
New contract just came in, Commander. But before I get to that, I've been digging for more information on the mercenary group that came after us. Black Inferno are a very nasty piece of work. Not that we didn't already know that. By every account, they operate without regard to civilian rights and protection, raiding and pillaging at will, more like pirates than mercenaries. They're also extremely evasive. I see them pop up on the Mercenary Review Board's records from time to time, but not with enough frequency to justify their size, wealth, or sheer power. It also makes tracking their movements extremely difficult. I'll keep searching and see what more I can find. Spears said he'll do the same.
Not much of an official record for them.
We all want our pound of flesh from these bastards.
We do.
What about this new contract?
Yeah, could be interesting. Seems a group of indentured employees, part of the Apex Mining Syndicate, are being taken advantage of and are suffering under horrendous working conditions. In an attempt to force the Syndicate to the bargaining table, the workers want us to inflict some serious damage on 2 of the Syndicate's more critical mining installations. They believe the only language these people understand is the almighty Seabill. It's hard to argue with that logic.
Sounds like a noble cause.
Maybe, but they're ready and willing to pay for our services, and we could use some more Seabills ourselves. I've filed the mission briefing already. You just need to sign off on the operation and get us where we need to go.
Copy that.
Okay, so it sounds like our reputation for being a mercenary unit with a good moral compass is helping us out. Helping those farmers has brought us to the attention of those Apex Mining Syndicate employees stuck in indentured servitude, and they need our assistance. So let's get on that. Noble cause. Hurting the Syndicate where it counts most, in their pocketbook, might just give these miners the leverage they need to get better working conditions, and possibly something approaching fair pay. The mission is a simple ground and pound. Locate the 2 facilities and do as much damage as possible. Do that, and we'll help send them a message they hopefully can't ignore. So while Spears and Rihanna are trying to find Black Inferno, they will occasionally send us on a mission that they have managed to dredge up from somewhere that we don't typically have access to. These are the campaign missions, or they are some of the campaign missions, so let's do that one first. But before we go anywhere else, I have another message here. Yo Campbell, took me a bit to track you down with the new outfits and everything. Yeah, it's very difficult to determine that Jake's Cavaliers are in fact a successor to Nick's Cavaliers. Heard that the old man finally had the decency to die off. You know, me and him had differences of opinion that made it impossible for me to work under the guy, but I always felt that I could ride with you and your Scottish charm anytime. I don't even hear the accent in Rihanna's voice, and you can tell me. Does she sound Scottish to you? I'm useless with accents, but you'd think I'd recognize my own. Anyway, I'm in a bit of a spot. I hooked up with Darren's demons after bailing on old Nick, but the crew took a shit gig freelancing for some shady cloak and dagger types who wanted us to blow a munitions warehouse at some FOB on the Combine border with the Fed Sons. Client told us there would be a lance of local militia mechs at most. Nope, it was an entire company from the Gallatin regulars. We blew the warehouse, but the rest of the crew were KIA when the Drax surrounded us. Me and Kobold barely made it out of there. But then get this, despite doing what we were paid to do, the client had the gall to tell me that their contract was with Darren's demons, not me. Said I was SOL, shit out of luck, and refused to pay up. So I kinda need a favour. I spent the last of my scratch tracking you down and getting me and the Kobold out here. So I was hoping that I could bunk up with you and your unit for a stretch. You know Kobold and I have the skills to hold our own and make some C-bills together. Spelling everything with a Z. What is the Elite Gamer from 2006? What do you say? Well, I say I would love to have a third pilot in our roster. And I would like our first proper hero mech here, the Kobold Phoenix Hawk. We will absolutely accept that. Because we are getting the Phoenix Hawk Kobold in this manner, I can read the briefing for it that we otherwise can't see. When Goblin left Nyx Cavaliers, he was piloting a standard PXH-1K Phoenix Hawk. At some point after his departure, he stumbled upon and salvaged a rare PXH-1B, that's the kind of royal variant of the Phoenix Hawk, which he fondly calls Cobalt. With most of the mech's advanced technology destroyed beyond repair, Goblin began a major overhaul to replace the lost tech and adjust the loadout to something he was more familiar with. He also bolted on a pair of SRM launchers that he managed to get a hold of. When asked about the missiles, Goblin explained that sometimes you gotta blow something up real good, and lasers just don't have enough boom. I can relate to that, Goblin. So, where is it in our arsenal here? There we are, our 9th mech, our first proper hero mech. It's got a unique livery, which I'm not gonna mess with, but I will apply our standard Cavalier paint scheme to this Cicada here, and to this Shadowhawk, both of which are going to need repaired before too long. Everything else should be good. And then we're leaving the Razor paint scheme on that. And there we go. And one other thing I want to check. He should be in our roster here. He has some hero traits, an SRM specialist, that'll be good for his mech, as well as the Phoenix Hawk mech affinity. Goblin's history. Cornelius Kaffenberger III used to be part of Nyx Cavaliers before striking out for what he saw as greener pastures. He has since rejoined the Cavaliers, and not much is known about his time away, but he claims to have travelled all over the inner sphere, though never anywhere nice, and that he has seen some shit you wouldn't believe. And now the only name he responds to is his call sign, Goblin. His boasts include defeating a company of enemy mechs by himself, taking out an assault mech in one shot, and stealing a pie from the bounty hunter, another very famous individual no one knows the true name of, lurking out there somewhere in the inner sphere. I wonder if we will have any encounters with him later on. For now though, we can finally get on with our career. We have some new things listed on the star map here. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's an elite pilot. Oh, okay. I got my hopes up. Various mercenary units have started to spawn. Here's where our objective is on Allerton. I'm going to go there by means of Evansville. So, what's the best way to do this? I'm going to have to do one jump to get back there anyway. No. I'm not going to go for those elite pilots. What I'm planning to do is go through all of the base game with these, and only once we have accumulated all the quest reward pilots, which are all lower skill than the elite pilots start at, then I will pick up the 8 elite pilots that spawn at industrial hubs around the inner sphere. That way I'm not getting an unfair advantage in the early game. At least that's how I see it. We have a lot of repairs to do, so we are going to this industrial hub to get them done, and then we will jump up to Allerton afterwards. But I think that's all she wrote for now. Let's jump. 20 days to get there. We've been very efficient with our time up until now. I don't even think a full year has passed. I think it was May something when we started this game. We have some... Oh, a rare UAC. That would be great to have. Apparently this is a Shadow of Kerensky version of it. But I have outlined that it's one of our challenges is not to purchase anything from the equipment table or the mech market unless it is a hero mech. Everything else is off limits. So let's get some repairs done. This is the one thing I'm a little bit concerned about. Can we... Now we're missing an LRM5, but we may... Yes, we have a stream, which will work just as well. Otherwise, this is fully functional. That's good. I do need some salvage, though. Otherwise I'm going to be running this without replacement parts. How long is this going to take? 1.5 million, so a good chunk of cash, and 47 days to get it done. We won't have it for the next mission, but that's fine. Queue that up. And I think these should be simple fixes. Yeah. Repaired all now. 6 days is nothing. It's costing a little bit more because this Wolverine has ferrofibrous. You can always tell whether a mech has it or not without looking too closely just by the tonnage. You see, this is 54.98. The ferrofibrous armor gives you more protection for a slightly different weight in tonnage. So it never comes up to a nice round number, and that's a good indicator on whether a mech has that improved internal structure, which I think was called endosteel internal structure and ferrofibrous armor. Some mechs have both, some just one. I think the Wolverine 2 makes use of both, so it's good across the board. Very good, actually, compared to pretty much everything else in our arsenal. Shadowhawk is the same weight, but it can't hold a candle to the amount of damage that this Wolverine can do. We've done everything we came here to do, so we are going to continue on our journey up to Allerton. Another 27 days to get there, but that's fine. Yes, please. We have a new piece of news. Desperate for arms, independent forces turn to low-tech alternatives. This year will mark the 230th anniversary of the First Succession War, started when coordinator Minoru Kurita declared himself First Lord of the Star League. As each of the great houses contend for the throne of the ancient Star League, the constant warfare has led to an unprecedented decline in technology, and those living outside the great houses scramble to hold their own with what little they can find themselves. In the absence of weapons thought common among great house armies, some in the fringes have turned to attempts to manufacture their own weaponry out of technology that predates humanity's migration to the stars, the most common of these weapons being ballistic rifles and chemical lasers. Viewed as insignificant by the great houses due to the proliferation of modern autocannons and lasers, these low-tech alternatives allow for many insurgent, pirate, and even periphery forces to arm themselves with lethal force. Not widely distributed in civilized societies, these weapons are often traded in the deep periphery and in various black markets across the inner sphere. And we have seen one of these in our Shadowhawk. It's a periphery variant that has a rifle instead of the autocannon. I'm interested to try that and see how it compares. It's only going to be the equivalent to an AC5, so it's not going to be that impressive. Nothing compared to our Ultra autocannon. We came here for a reason. I know I have job rewards, but I don't want to cash in our Cicada because we haven't used it, but we're about to here. The indentured Apex employees are going up against their employer, Apex Mining Syndicate. We're broadcasting under the strictest of confidentiality. This message comes on behalf of the workers and residents living in the star systems controlled by Apex Mining Syndicate. We are being literally worked to death, reduced to little more than slaves to help pad the Syndicate's bottom line. We've grown tired of the non-existent pay, low rations, and pitiful living conditions. Greedy companies like Apex only understand one language, the almighty C-bill, so we have to hit them right in their pocketbook to get their attention. For this contract, we've marked 2 critical installations that, if destroyed, will hurt Apex and hopefully force them to the negotiation table so we can take back control of our lives. Speaking of, I should have checked this beforehand. We are in a new area of space, the Apex Mining Syndicate. The ore and gas-rich systems in this region are a hotspot for extraction, mining, and industrial activity. The Apex Mining Syndicate, more commonly known as the AMS, all but outright own the planets within this area. The AMS operates and runs not only the extraction facilities, but also the towns and cities in which the company's employees live, resulting in more of a serfdom than a democracy. There are rumblings that the downtrodden workers are growing tired of the AMS's rule. Yes, well, we've heard these rumblings. We'll be sticking around here, I think, for just one mission and then heading across the border. For now, though, we want to go back here and accept that contract. We'll do some salvage. It would be nice to get another mech. I don't know if we will. I'm a little bit concerned about cash, but we should be okay. because we're about to complete a Cantina mission. It's difficulty 17. I think we did one 18 towards the end of the last video. Last video only had 2 missions. That was ridiculous how quickly we leveled up to Reputation 5. Let's get into it. We've got a 1 million, so we are a net positive, I think, unless we take a severe amount of damage. And we have a third pilot to bring with us. I think it's fitting. I'll hold off giving you the Kobold just yet. You can be Thing 1 and Thing 2, and I will be the Cicada, and regret it afterwards because it's a piece of garbage. But we'll get through it. We're 60 tons under. We should be able to do this. One of the things I always find strange in the Cicada is like the way it lurches around from the interior view. Every time you kind of turn left or right, it kind of hitches its step in its animation. Someone's already firing. We're dropping hot and I'm facing a wall. Let's go.
I suspect you're going to enjoy this one, Commander. I've marked on your map the 2 structures you need to destroy. Take them out, along with any enemy.
This has no armor, so speed is my ally here.
Extraction point. Good luck. Target neutralized.
Is it?
Scratch that target off the list.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Got another one.
Jesus, there's someone like right at my feet. Is that a turret or something? Aircraft coming in here. Is that a double kill?
Take that tank apart.
Nice hit.
Target
L&M carrier.
Target ID received. Engaging.
Nice hit.
That's one enemy sent back
Another one.
for the bright lights of salvation.
Jesus, there's a lot of vehicles hanging around here.
acquired.
Scorpion's up as well. I can't afford to stop. I'm going to deal with him quickly.
Target destroyed.
I need to make some adjustments to my weapons grouping here.
Target
This is
acquired.
not ideal at all.
Target destroyed.
Add one more to my kill count.
Acquired.
Right, okay. Team, you stay here.
Requested.
I'm going to sprint through this. Am I? I'm tempted to.
Repositioning.
Target acquired.
Right. You guys get down there.
Lance.
Target destroyed.
There's a Scorpion in there that's the bigger threat.
Incoming missile.
I see them.
Target destroyed.
We've got your target.
There's my
Commander.
target.
Objective
That's
down.
how you do it. And then get out of here. While my team handles themselves back there, I'm going to just run.
Target down.
I'll trust them to look after themselves. This is the Cicada way of completing missions. I don't like the fact my guys are pursuing me, I just realized.
Target acquired.
Yeah.
I wish there was a... What did I just step on? Did I step around the corner into a tank or something? Oh, that's explosives. What am I destroying here? This.
Target acquired.
Good work, Commander.
Got it.
That's one less target. Nice work, Commander. That should give the Apex Mining Syndicate pause, and a powerful reason to reflect on just how badly they've been treating their employees. Meet me at the extraction point for exfil.
Okay. I was looking for mechs, but we've seen one this whole mission. We're gonna get rubbish salvage.
Target acquired.
But it's better that than
Target destroyed.
whatever else we might have got.
Mission success, Commander. Time to get out of here.
Might be able to kill this if I've got time left. No, not quite. I don't even know if we're going to get 21 bits of salvage. Tiny little bit of progress. 18 bits salvage, excuse me. We'll take everything you got. Almost. Is there anything I don't need? That many medium lasers is excessive. I could probably do with another machine gun. No briefing at the end here. Okay. It is what it is. I don't think we took much damage. 55,000. So it was definitely a net positive, even if we had focused unnecessarily on damage. These guys, you can see, even with me playing, the Cicada was not doing a tremendous amount of work. This guy took some rear armor hits. Here we go, just heard back from our employers. The Syndicate has agreed to conduct ongoing negotiations with the miners, thanks to your efforts. They look very happy. The payout we got will help offset some of our costs as well. All around, I'd call that a good day's work, Commander. Nice job. Got a large laser, that's not too bad actually. Interesting looking machinery in the background. Well, that was the Cicada, and now it's time to throw it in the bin. Cicada 2B, I know it was a priceless heirloom of those farmers we just helped, but I would rather have condensed cycle time. Rapid charging capacitors reduce cycle time for energy weapons. I can think of one mech that might be good for, but to be honest, the mechs that are so heavily energy focused at this point in the game, I need reduced cooling on them, not cycle time. They're just going to overheat faster then. It's better than nothing, but I don't think it's something I want to spend my rather limited pool of cash on. This is still repairing. I don't think we have any news or anything, so I think we're good. Star map. We are heading across the border here to, I think it's Misery we're going. I'm just going to consult my cheat sheet in a second, but I'm pretty sure of it. So, into a new area, the Davion Kurita Frontline. The Davion-Kurita conflict is one of the most bitter and storied rivalries in the Inner Sphere. The acrimonious events of the First Succession War planted a deep-seated hatred on both sides of the border, a grudge that still burns deep within First Prince Hansa Davion. Hansa is leading an aggressive series of attacks into Kurita space, aimed to reclaim Davion planets that have been lost more than 200 years ago. The perpetual war between the two great houses provides plenty of opportunities for mercenaries willing to get their hands dirty. And we're going to have our hands dirty on Misery here. Let's make the jump. Actually, I think it's Marlowe's Rift we're going to. Oh, no, wait. We've got, yeah, it's a choice between these two. And I will quickly check which one I want to do before I make the jump. Save me some time. It is Marlowe's Rift, okay. And then we end up on Misery afterwards. No hero mech here, this is just the elite pilot we saw already. Wait a second. Before I do that, I need to queue up some repairs. These guys have relatively minor repairs, it's not worth going to an industrial hub for that. Let's go. Did I see anything new in that map? I don't think so. Maybe a new type of locust at the end. Because I think we'd only seen the 3V until then. And we're here. Transmission. This is an open broadcast to all Davion loyalists and enemies of the Draconis Combine. First Prince Hansa Davion is ready to bring the gift of liberty to those suffering under the boot of House Kurita. You can carry the flag of freedom to those worlds, taking part in their liberation by running support missions for the mighty and victorious Davion invasion forces. Aid our cause by destroying critical installations behind enemy lines. Don't wait! Join the armed forces of the Federated Suns today. But just like our contract with the farmers, it's a one or nothing here. We've got to choose between the two. Accepting this contract will cause House Kurita to retract their Frontline Kurita contract offer. Well, let's read that first. The coordinator of the Draconis Combine has issued a general call to arms to enlist the aid of any mercenary commands willing and able to assist in the defense efforts against the invading forces of the Federated Suns. House Kurita's vast, skilled military forces are preoccupied with pursuing conquests along the wide borders of the Great Combine. Accept a contract with House Kurita and chase glory in combat as you defeat the honorless Davion forces. Payment is fair and competitive. But Davion is really who I would like to favor at this early stage in the game. Kurita's already opposed to us, and it's not great to have either of the great houses or be in their bad books, because it's them who we're having to do our repairs and shopping for supplies. So it'd be better off if we angered maybe the pirates or the outlaws, or maybe independents if you've got to anger somebody. But whatever. We'll go with Davion in this instance. Just like our last Hidewood quest, I think we get another mech from this one, if I'm not mistaken. So let's check it out. A raid mission, difficulty 20, so that's the highest we've come across yet, but it shouldn't be too difficult for us. The first Amphibian Light Assault Group relies heavily on their communications network to facilitate their reactions to our maneuvers on this planet. Locating and disabling their nearest comm hub will render the first blind and confused long enough for our forces to launch an effective frontal assault. It's a raid mission, so we're probably not going to get much in the way of salvage, but you never know, we might get something small for 12. That's good. I'm not expecting too much in the way of salvage. In difficulty. Let's check out our new Shadowhawk here, but before I do that, I want to first of all get him into a weapon group that makes sense in my head. What shoulder is that in? His left. Okay, that's fine. Medium laser in the arm, that's fine. And that's good, actually. That's exactly how I would like it to be. And there we go. Perfect. We probably can start moving some of these to our cold storage and reduce our bills first, actually. Are we going to use the Locust again? Very unlikely. In a quick raid or infiltration mission, we're more likely to use a Jenner over it, which I think is just better in every way. It's still a light mech, so you get that advantage, but it's quicker, or no, it's fractionally slower, but it has greater firepower. I think the Jenner's probably better than this, so armor on this is not too bad either, so that would be a good option. I think we can safely bin this. Since we don't have much cash at the moment, I am wanting to keep the number of mechs in our active hangar, or on the left hand side here, to a minimum. So that saved us 40,000 in 2 days, which will pass after this next mission. Later in the game, I'll have loads of mechs over on this left hand side, because it's better to have a pool you can draw upon and not waste days doing repairs, because that will just decrease the time to your next payment. And so it's kind of counterintuitive, but better to have a higher payment due rather than go through more of them at a slightly lesser amount. Anyway, we're here. Shadowhawk, let's give it a go. Let's see what this medium rifle is like. We're only 20 tons under, so we should be able to manage this okay.
All right. We'll be running support for the Davion forces to mount their assault. We won't be right in the middle of the fray. Instead, we'll need to take out the Kurita comms network. Remember though, this is an active war zone, so stay frosty.
This is the first time we've started a mission and not been aboard the Leopard. This is a cliff here, so let's not go down there. If we stay up top though, we'll have a good vantage point. What's the range on a medium rifle? 450. That's not great, but it's not nothing. Do I chance something's crashing around down there? I think it's a Locust I see. I'm gonna destroy this.
Target acquired.
Ah, no, it's that. Okay.
Requested target ID received. Engaging.
It's a 3V. This is the newer model one. Okay, projectile speed's quite high actually, so I can aim at this range. Oh, long recharge though.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Focus target received.
Let's just shell this from a distance. I want to stay up on this cliff top if possible.
Target destroyed.
Okay, apparently there's other objectives down there. No jump jets in this version, but it does have a mask. Or it doesn't, it's got a supercharger. I forget how to I've even got it assigned. Is it Alt? I think I've changed my keys. I'll need to check it out. Worry about it another time. We got an urban mech coming in here. Standard Shadowhawk, I'm pretty sure, has... hang on. I want this guy to come over this crest towards us. Pretty sure the standard Shadowhawk does have jump jets. He'll be opening up any second now. But his arm's exposed. There goes his AC. Someone else is firing from the left. Alright, Scorpion, you want to play that game? That's how you take that. Yeah, medium coming in from the right as well now. Let's finish this guy quick. What was that medium I saw? Punchy.
We're on it, sir.
With an AC 20. Let's go for that right shoulder if possible. This guy's getting close with an AC 20. His shoulder's exposed, come on. There goes his big gun. Jesus! Where did he come from? Back it up. Can see my heat getting up there. Damn it, oh, that was the wrong timing to do that. Missed much next shot. Get his head. Damn it. I'm cooking myself now. He lost his big gun. I don't need to be override anymore. Just wanted to take that down quick. This is how not to kill it. There we go.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
You kill him.
Target.
Make that.
Lance target confirmed. Firing.
There we go.
Target destroyed.
Let's get in there. I did a ton of internal damage to myself there. I think this might explode if I touch it. No, it didn't.
Target down.
Apparently that one specific fuel tanker.
I got it.
Target acquired.
Sorry, sir. Unable to target.
I think we should have killed. We killed 2 hunchbacks. I doubt there's much else in there. Famous last words.
Target destroyed.
How did my team do? Pretty good, actually. Only armor damage. This would have been going really well if I hadn't panicked a little bit and shoved on override to kill that hunchback quicker. I saw his cockpit was cracked open, so I was like, okay, just need to fire off a couple shots there and get it done. But then, oh, my aim let me down.
Your target, Commander.
Okay. Well, let's put some distance between me and that. I'm fine with you shooting. Oh my god. Right now is not what I want.
Target destroyed.
Damn, miss. It's a rapid fire one as well. Come on, take it down. There it goes. He's toothless now.
forces are being deployed near you.
Let's go.
Regrouping at requested.
That mech is on our kill list. You know what to do.
What mech is it, Jenna?
Focusing on issue target.
Damn.
Falling in file formation, Commander.
Panther over there. I don't want to deal with this many guys. Let's try and get the Jenner if he comes into view. I need to kill one.
Acquired.
Oh, that's how I do that.
New target, Jenner.
We've got your target, Commander.
Oh, this is not the ramp. Come on, guys. Bring down that Jenner. You, fire at me. Come on, kill the Jenner. Come on. Eject. And then I can leave. There it goes. Okay, time to go. Whoa, okay. Time to leave.
Good work. I can confirm that the first Amphigean communication network is down. It'll take them quite some time to get it back up and running. It looks like we've provided the Davion forces a good window of time to mount their invasion.
Nice, another kill at the end there. Possibly more salvage. If I'd approached that like a raid mission instead of wanting to try out some mediums, that would have gone a lot quicker and smoother. Panther something. Annoyingly, I think that's possibly what we're going to get as a reward. I don't need that for sure. I'd rather have some replacement ammo. But I don't need an AC-2. I'll take it because it's worth way more than this short burst. Okay, congratulations on your victory. The Department of Mercenary Relations looks forward to forging a long and fruitful relation with your command. The warriors of the 1st Amphigean Light Assault Group accept defeat at your hand and will withdraw from the field of battle. We shall meet again. Okay. It was... Well, I'll determine how I did based on this damage. And you know what? It was less than I was thinking, especially when I saw this. Thankfully, you only did a very little amount of internals. Can't say the same for myself here. Like, my armor was barely cracked at all. You can't see it very clearly, but it's only orange on one side. Well, my leg was open, I suppose, but... Yeah. The mech felt alright. It just... Yeah, I didn't think I played particularly well there. That's life, though. How are we doing? We have a Panther here, but you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm just going to stick it in scrap, because I'm pretty sure that we will get a new one very soon. It's not worth it, and... yeah. It can go over here. What we can do is check out our database here, because I think we have some new things. I can spot them. That crab's going to bug me because we shouldn't have seen one for a long while, I don't think. It's pretty rare. And we barely only caught a glimpse of it. Where is the Panther? Here it is. Originally conceived and designed as a fire support mech for reconnaissance units, the prototype Panther was first built for the Star League in 2739. After the disastrous Battle of St. John in 2759, the Star League re-evaluated the design, replacing its large laser with a PPC. Slow for its size, but well armoured and known to hit hard, it's a great support mech, a support unit for other mechs. It's one of my favourites in the game. I really love the way it plays. It's slow and steady, but that PPC is good fun to use. And the SRM gives it a little bit of short range punch. I don't think anything else we saw was new there. What was that awful noise? It made me jump. Jesus. I can get some repairs done. Frankly, I don't think I need to. Misery is where we're going next. Let's... Oh, we've not even got a briefing for it, so I guess we're just jumping. Do I want to do repairs before I go? Yeah, they'll be done by the time we're done. When we get there. It's not that bad. Speaking of, we're in a new area. I should have checked this earlier. Oh no, I did check it earlier. Okay, we're fine. Right, Misery. We're coming. I'm not going to stop with the Cantina mission along the way. It's not worth the time at this stage. I'm a little bit concerned about being able to complete the whole campaign before the DLCs start popping up. I don't think it's going to be possible, but hopefully we will get a good chunk of the way through. To Misery. Let's set a course. Everything's repaired. And I'm gonna check out our contract. It's a demolition mission. Combine-aligned mercenary forces have disrupted our supply lines on this planet for some time. The sorties, spearheaded by McGee's cutthroats, are launching from a base at the foothills of an expansive forested mountain range. Bring down the hammer and destroy this base with impunity. We are in mercenary territory here. McCarran's armored cavalry. I don't think they will spawn in a hideaboard quests, but I could be wrong about that, so we'll just have to hope for the best. Let's get in on this. Maybe another mech. Our cash is slow. Well, it's heading in the right direction. Let's put it that way. We don't have anything too much if a hero mech spawns, but if in an emergency like that, I can just sell off a bunch of stuff. What I'd like to do is slowly build up a huge pool of mechs in cold storage until I max out that Cantina mission to cash them in. Until then, I'd rather not sell anything if I don't have to. That way, yeah, I can get the cash I will get from Cantina mission rewards. And I can get those upgrades quicker, or access to them anyway. I think that's good for now. Yeah. I will go back to our Wolverine because I think it's better. And you can go to your Phoenix Hawk and try it out. And you can take this, why not? We're only 20 tons under, that's fine for this stage. We should have no trouble with that. I'd like to give that Phoenix Hawk a go myself. Actually, cancel. I'm going to do that now. Do I trust you with this? There's a lot of irreplaceable parts on that. I don't think I do trust you with it, to be honest. You can go Centurion. I don't think I'm ever going to give anything Lost Tech to my buddies, at least until we've got a little bit of a reserve. What I'll need to do, though, is check that this weapon loadout is decent. Weapon grouping, I mean to say. Large laser on that. These should be in my punch button, like so, like that. Okay, thumb button I meant to say. This is punch. That's better. I can work with that. Really, I should be using the Wolverine every mission. It's so powerful in terms of the damage output that it will, even though it will cost more to replace the armor components on it, will sustain less damage just from killing them so much quicker that it makes no sense not to do it from a financial point of view. We're arriving on Misery, a very famous planet in the setting. Not yet though. 3028 is where it really becomes the site of a legendary battle. A battle famous for its ice, which makes this a bit of a strange environment. But I guess there is a bit of snow.
Deploying a merc group to do run-and-gun raids on Davion supply lines. We need to take out these mercenaries to alleviate pressure on the Davion forces.
We can manage that. Cool little path along the edge of the tree line here. Somebody's just storming through it. How's this guy keeping... Oh, he's got the supercharger, doesn't he? Okay. Centurion's going to fall behind. What are we looking at here? There's our base.
Jet fuel low.
There we go.
Jet fuel empty.
Cushion our fall a bit. Maybe we should climb this actually for a better view.
Battle mech.
Okay. I'm not seeing whatever you saw.
New
There.
target.
Sorry, sir. Unable to target.
Nice hit, whoever that was. Take his arm off. Incoming. You guys get this guy. There he goes. What did I see with the LRMs over there? Catch up, Centurion. We're gonna hold here.
Nav point received. Let's go.
Move out of field of view, whoever's firing.
There it is. I'll leave the rest of the demolition job up to you, Commander.
There it is.
That must be one of the tanks we're contracted for.
Destroyed.
Scorpion over there. Start crushing. Shove my face in all this.
Good start, Commander. I'm showing major damage to the target facility.
Who's firing this much? Oh my god, it's a partisan there. And a manticore.
Destroyed.
Another partisan.
Requested target ID received.
I'm gonna genuinely just crush these guys underfoot if I can. They're dangerous enough partisans that they need to go down immediately.
Integrity of this place is down to 50%. We're halfway there.
Going as quick as I can.
Target acquired.
Firing on the commander's requested target.
Target
I
destroyed.
got it.
I know some guys don't like the external view, but it's a lot easier to do these demolition missions like this.
New target.
Focusing on issue target.
I don't have time to hang around here. Oh, this wall is too heavy for this mech. It's a crush.
Target
Oh my god, there's a trebuchet coming in as well now. Go for me, because my guys are otherwise occupied already.
Just a wee bit more, Commander. This complex is on the verge of collapse.
Going as quick as I can. You guys on that still.
Target acquired.
They've taken out a radio tower.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
A warehouse has been destroyed.
I just stepped on one of these big fuel carriers here. Go, go, go.
Landing units receiving heavy fire.
I dread to think what my guys are looking at right now. Let's try and get this trebuchet's attention.
Trebuchet.
Don't overheat. I need to get to this exit.
Incoming missile.
That's fine. I'm happy for them to shoot at me.
Target acquired.
Whoever was dumb enough to trash our outpost just now.
Come on.
I guess we'll spare among us mercs. But you guys
Incoming
just
missile.
Oh, Jesus, a lot of missiles.
Target destroyed.
I should be within close range here, actually.
at least the Curitans are gonna foot the bill.
Override
Well,
indicated.
Commander, evidently we shut down the base. Supply lines for invading Davion forces should free up now. Let's get you out of here.
Centurion's good. Shadowhawk's good. I'm good. That was... These demolition missions are so variable in how easy they are to do. Sometimes, if it's a big factory that's like super tall skyscraper height, you can destroy it from like 2 kilometers away and not even set foot in the base, and it's a very, very easy mission complete. When it's like that and it's all spread out and small buildings you got to step on, and it's like a huge complex, it takes bloody forever to get through them. So you never really know what you're in for. Could be the easiest mission you'll have in a while, or it could be like that, where you got stuck. Oh, I can't believe we didn't get a single mech there. I stuck around to try and kill some. Whatever. What do I have not much of? That's fine. I'm happy with PPC if nothing else. We applaud your victory in the name of House Davion. Continued success bodes well for your future relations with the Department of Mercenary Relations. You better hope we never face each other on the battlefield again. They don't call us McGee's cutthroats for nothing. I wish I could remember something about this unit, but I cannot. Clinton's cutthroats are another unit of similar name, and if I'm not mistaken, they're ones that are hired by Comstar back at the beginning of the Third Succession War to garrison some of their hidden worlds. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Damage was not too bad. Again, it was a net positive, for sure. Yeah, happy with that. Good work from my team here. This Phoenix Hawk is kind of underwhelming. I mean, the SRMs are good, but 2 medium lasers and a large laser, it generates a lot of heat, so it doesn't take long for you to be stuck with using less weaponry than that. These two are... I know I was preoccupied with destroying the base, but it shouldn't be outperformed, or the AI should not be outperforming us. Commander, you may feel like a small, insignificant figure under the shadow of the mighty Davion war machine, but rest assured your role was critical in aiding our invasion. As a show of gratitude for answering our call to arms, we wish to gift you with this mech salvaged from the Kuritan front lines. Take your pay, and know you bolstered the Federated Suns in bringing freedom to those in need. A Panther, excellent. And a spare PPC as well. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do here, what is our reputation currently? I think it's only going to take one more mission before we're there, perhaps 2. So, assassination missions are good for us. Battlefield, perhaps not. Perhaps I do these 2 assassination missions on Bene here. It's only 1 jump away, and that should be enough for us to get to level 6. But I want to be kind of heading in this direction. I'm not going to waste time with Cantina missions right now. I think this is where I will go. It's going to be our best option right now. I think so. We did see some new mechs, I think. Trebuchet there. Let's quickly review that down at the bottom. Though initially carrying a blistering array of advanced technology due to its last-minute entry into the Star League Defense Force ranks in 2780, so after the conclusion of the Star League Civil War, the Trebuchet was also one of the first battle mechs that went back to the drawing board as a result of the Succession Wars. Redesigned using older technology so Korean enterprises could continue to manufacture the chassis in an era defined by scarcity, the Trebuchet is a solid support mech, ideal meant for long-range bombardment. Okay. Korean enterprises, I guess they were also the one that did the Centurion, and at least the TROs tell us that the 2 are often paired together, 2 of each. These guys to bombard from distance, and the Centurions to act as somewhat of a shield between the Trebuchets and anyone who might try to approach them. It's an interesting arrangement of LRMs on the wrist and the torso there. It's a halfway decent mech. I like anything with that many missiles. I don't think we saw anything else new. No. We've read Panther already. Okay. Let's jump to this area. Well, no. Let's queue up our repairs first. Again, I could save it for a industrial hub, and indeed I might. How many mechs have I got left? Targeted kill. I want a Centurion. Let's see, what's the repair time? 29 days. Well, the Panther's not getting repaired, so we'll do it one at a time. Everything else will be, because it's not going to cost that much. The Panther we're going to hold off until later. Let's go jump to Bene. No news. It is August 3016. Contracts. 2 assassinations. I'm going to do this one first because I don't want to have Kurita too upset with us. But it looks like they're going to be regardless. but I can live with the independence coming down. I've seen actually various people suggest that it's better to have independence friendly over anything else because you get discounts on like black market stuff, which may or may not be right. I might be thinking of actually HBS Battletech. But yeah, since I'm not buying anything from the markets anyway, I don't think I'd rather have the great houses on my side. So if a hero mech does pop up, I haven't got a huge additional cost attached to it if it's in Kurita territory. Yeah, we'll go with this one. And then it might have to do both anyway. Targeted kill. We might be able to salvage another mech with 22 shares. Let's hope so.
Extreme weather warning is in effect, Commander. You'll have limited visibility out there and have to contend with sensor malfunctions.
Let's go for Wolverine. I think this is a good arrangement for us right now. This Phoenix Hawk is not great, but didn't he have some additional stats? Is it just maneuverability stuff? Top speeds, twist speeds, yeah, that it doesn't really matter that much for AI. Reduced spread for SRM is okay, but like it's the heat that's the problem with this thing, so whatever. Well, he can use his signature mech for a while. We're 5 tons under. We should have no trouble, especially with us in the Wolverine.
Allied Command has provided us the last known locations of the target. They are more than likely going to stick to any one of the marked locations on the map. Once you neutralize them,
Whoa.
head to the evac point for extraction.
Hello, we've got a surprise visitor here. Judging by the fact they're blue.
Reinforcements on this mission, Commander. We've been sent to assist.
Wow, McCadden's Armored Cavalry making their first appearance. Our first friendly mech drop. Is it a Panther and a Cicada? Well, I'm not going to turn my nose up at that. Don't ask me what the McCadden's Armored Cavalry are doing helping Davion against the Independents in Federated Suns territory. They are staunchly anti-Davion, as staunchly anti-Davion as they are pro-Liao. This is another map with hideous visibility.
Let's hope we have better look at the other locations.
What is that area at the top right? I've never seen anything that looks even remotely like that on a map before. Is it farm area? Is this new terrain for the Shadow of Kerensky DLC? What is this wreckage here? Is that a crashed dropship or something? Or just random bits of machinery? I'm pretty sure it's not Shadow of Kerensky. This is like the music from the Kestra Lancers DLC, so it must be from that. So yeah, Mercenaries, they can pop up into your map from time to time when you're operating in that area. Thankfully this time they're on our side.
I'm showing nothing on scopes that can be identified as our targets. We'll have to move on to the next.
I don't want to go too close and have my guys engage. There's a way to have them hold fire. I just... Oh, okay, abandon that. Well, he might not have seen us yet, though.
New target, Javelin.
Okay, he's seen us.
Those that kill together, stay together.
Get in there, Cicada. Sorry. Oh, sorry again. There's another mech right in our midst here. It's an urban mech. Where did that even come from? How long has it been pursuing us? Since that first objective, maybe? I can't even see its arm through the gloom to shoot at it. Managed to find me, though.
That thing's gonna explode. Can't get that target, Commander.
Follow me.
Ceasefire.
No, I want you to be open fire. I'm pretty sure targeting, giving them a specific target, takes them off automatically. Seems that way. What was that? Get out of here. Might be better to go up on a ridge line, but I don't think so. If I'm going to take hits on one of my arms, I would rather it be the left one than the right.
I've marked it on your track screen.
You can see it, but I don't. Gonna hold my distance here.
New target.
Crap.
Target ID received. Engaging.
There's another light over there. Crabs have relatively weak chests, or maybe it's not that they've got weak chests, but it's just so big a target. That's where the damage gets concentrated.
Got our target. Nicely done.
That's a AC-20 version.
Now let's get you all home.
My
Head
team
to
can
the
deal with that.
point.
Get out of my way, Cicada.
Commander, it looks like that mech had some valuables on it. Go over and pick it up. Let's see if there's anything we can use.
Oh, this is foolish. Why am I doing this?
That's close enough. Ready to start pickup operation.
We won't see an objective like that very often, so I thought
That
I'd...
has to be what we're after.
Let's go.
Bringing it to
A medium
border
rifle. It's good to have a backup one of them, I suppose,
You can't
since we're
wait
using
to
it.
try those out in the field.
Great sound when those things fire. Let's get out of here, team.
Grid received.
New target. Fire starter. Target acquired.
We'll let McAdams deal with that.
We are Oscar Mike.
Well, apparently not. One of my team is being an idiot back there. Don't lose your weapons in the 11th hour, please. Come on. I don't know what it means if a weapon is yellow. It's repairable, but they can still fire. At least the AI still fire weapons that are marked as yellow. So, I don't know, is it reduced accuracy or what? Not quite. We are going to have to do one more to get up to our next tier. An urban mech, well, it's not nothing. I'll take the rest of this salvage. Got some overkill there. I don't think we took too much damage. I know 140,000 is not bad for a team of 3. I did more damage this time around. Or look at this, something else as well. Well, if it isn't Kid Mason, the prodigal son has finally returned to the game. I see you finally popped your cherry, tangling with some of the MRB's best and brightest. The McAdams are the, second most powerful mercenary unit, at least in terms of the number of mechs they can field. They got 5 regiments at this point in history, outdone only by Wolf's Dragoons with 5 plus another 2 regiments worth of bits and pieces. Me, I've never much trusted any interstellar bureaucracy that claims neutrality while also holding the reins on how we soldiers of fortune dispense death across the inner sphere. I prefer a much more face-to-face approach to my craft, which is why I'm reaching out. Kid, you might not have known this, but your old man was an acquaintance of mine. He would feed me info, and in return I would kick back some extra sea bills and supplies his way. All I asked was that if his cavaliers happened upon some of our esteemed colleagues, he would pass along any insider info he knew my way. You know, comms frequencies, IFF transponder codes, gun cam footage, and battle computer recordings of any sorties or scuffles he might get into with them. I think, famously, Nick's cavaliers participated in Holsted Station alongside the Crater Cobras as well, a unit which will make an appearance later on in this game. Now that you're stepping up to the plate in a big way, I'll hand you the same offer I gave him. Feed me useful info on other merc outfits, and I'll pay you out with extra rewards the House Lords or those MRB robes could never dream of offering you. The juicier the info, the better I'll pay out. I'll even put a premium on tactical computer recordings for each merc outfit you beat in combat. Attached to this message, you'll find relay instructions to pass along any information you have. If you run into any issues with any local information brokers, just tell them the hunter sent you. I'll be in touch. So this is the bounty hunter, who Goblin supposedly stole a pie from. And yeah, we don't need to read that tutorial. We know what we're dealing with. While we are here, we have one more mission we're going to do, and hopefully this will finish out this episode. It's another targeted assassination. Apparently we can't get much in the way of this. I've never enjoyed using airstrikes in this game. Like, the time it takes just to line them up and for it to come in, rarely can you get a line of sight on AI from over a kilometer away, at which their sensors pick you up your approach. So it's difficult to hit assassination missions for sure. And at the same time, like the demolition missions, if it's a factory, it's so easy to kill without one anyway. It's pointless. And if it's like that complex we destroyed previously, it's so spread out that an airstrike is just kind of hopeless. So they're not nearly as good as you would wish they were. Let's take that on.
Weather conditions will interfere with your sensors and will most likely restrict visibility. Be careful out there.
You have a right arm. Where's the laser in this? Right arm. Okay, I'm going to take you out of that. Oh, I'm definitely going to take you out of these. Right, thing 1 and thing 2 again. I'm going to take a chance and go with this again. I don't think it's too bad. It's on the arm that doesn't have any weapons in it. So it should be fine, even if I do end up losing that arm. Crucially, my torso is all yellow, and head's not taking any hits. 5 tons under. I want to check one thing while I'm here. The bounty hunter details. So annoyingly, even though we did see McCarran's armored cavalry, the first one never shows up in our catalogue, but we want to collect these stamps by operating in the territory of these ones. We might get lucky and see them again 2 missions in a row, but it's doubtful. We'd have to roll well. That wasn't our first urban mech. Oh no, this was the Liao variant of the urban mech that comes with an AC-20. Yeah, okay, we're good. Let's begin. Ready up. Oh, you know what I should have done? Mistake. I should have done repairs, but whatever.
Intel is spotty on this one. Our best estimates put the target at any one of the marked locations on the map. You'll have to get eyes on the target before we can identify them. Someone wants this one dead, and we're happy to oblige.
There's a very high probability it's the center one, since I don't see any bases at the left or right. The danger might be if we take too long to kill him in the middle, we'll have mechs closing from both sides, but I'll take that risk. Pick my way through the terrain here. The AI is going to have a field day with that. I need you guys to catch up, please. Closing on the center. That one's not getting any closer if I go at this angle. There's a scout mech coming our way. It's picked up our approach. He might just crest this hill right in front of us. This is a bit closer than I would like to be without getting a line of sight, because there could be urban mechs just over this crest, and then I've got a very short window to...
Target acquired.
Wilco, focusing fire.
Okay, whatever.
New target, Panther.
Target signed. All units...
Oh, Jesus. Hello, Panther.
Incoming missile. Target acquired.
Panther's jumping. It's an Irby. Oh, I don't have time for this, guys.
Our employer wants this area cleared of all tanks.
Target destroyed.
Give me a lock on that target.
New target, Shadowhawk.
We're on your target, Commander.
Let's kill him quick and then run. Oh, thank you, PPC. Hit him in the back. Did that actually do damage to his armor? I didn't know the AI could get friendly fired. Take his arm, if nothing else. Hello, he really wants to punch.
We've got our main guy. Good job.
Target acquired.
Now let's pack it in before their friends arrive.
You deal with the Panther. I'm running.
Target.
Good luck, guys. We might be able to kill him. That was a surgical strike. If I can get out of here without losing any components on the 2 Centurions, then that went well. They seem to be having some difficulty hitting him, though, because I'm not seeing any damage being done. And somebody's still firing PPC at me. 1 Centurion was totally fine, so that's good. I think that was our final mission there. For this episode, anyway. Hey, look at that. Reliable. What a claim to fame. Fantastic. We will take this. Didn't get much salvage. Didn't get another Shadowhawk, but that's fine. An EC5 rapid fires something I might want to try out at some point. From experience, I don't really like the rapid fires that much compared to their standard complement. I mean, it helps people like me who can't aim for shit. Because if you miss, you can get it to cycle quicker. But at the same time, it sounds very loud, but it does not terrific amounts of damage. Cool beans. Yeah, look at that, 0 damage on that guy. Well done, the Freeman. And we can cash in this as well. But I may not do that for reasons why, because I'm getting to a bit of a crunch point in the reputation system where I don't want to level up too quickly until I've got all the high reward quests done. So what we're going to do instead is jump to... Actually, you know what? No, we're not going to do anything. We're ending things here. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I will be back soon, probably tomorrow, with the next video. We want to speak to Rihanna because she has an interesting proposition for us. We might be leaving the Federated Suns to go and check out a contract working for House Matic, of all people, next. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you soon for another video.